Hello, hi, greetings. You too, sir. Okay, so basically, my name is Sunny. My full name is Byoung Choi. I am 16 years old, and I am a mixed bowl of both Korean and Thai. Yeah, that's pretty nice, huh? Yeah, for real. Okay, so I am from Newton, sixth form school at Siam, Thailand, Bangkok, yes. Okay, and today I want to present about this vehicle I call tuk tuk, and also many people do also call it tuk tuk. Alright, so first of all, what is tuk tuk? Please, anyone wanna have? Anyways, anyone wanna answer that? Yes, you. You can say that to everything, but yes, right, it is a type of transfer. Yeah, it is a three-wheel vehicle that kind of looks like a tricycle, yeah? Right? So you can look at it, it does look like a tricycle because three-wheel, and I want to talk about that today. So, first of all, the origins. The tricycle dates back from 1920, and in the time, this does not exist. Before 1920, this beautiful thing does not exist. Yeah? Right. Because before, there's boats, there's rivers, there's boats, there's canals. People just walk or just use boats to go to the place that they want to. Then, until these things arrive, why does it exist? To offer privacy and convenience, right? Cars, right? Why do they create it? Why did they make this? To offer more convenience, right? To go from point A to point B. So are these things, but just older. Because, switch about the taxis. The taxis, this thing is legit the taxis from the old days, or more specifically, the 20th century. Now, as we can talk about before, that rivers and canals were the transportation, how they go from one place to another. And then, around the early or mid-1920s, the automobile industry, they got arrived here from the US. That is the reason why they changed to these things. Like, there is buses, yes, there's buses, but those are, many people, and there's a lot of, actually, before, there are a lot of diseases, and there's no pills because we're broke. Then, these things arrive. Before, there were tricycle, yeah? Tricycle? They were very convenient. There are pretty cheap too. So they just go from one place to another, yes, right? But they are lazy too. These people are lazy, that's why they create this tricycle, but auto. Yeah, auto, right? So then they go from just auto, and then they put a base around it to protect them from dust or maybe some particles, maybe other cars, hit them, crash, boom, boom, yeah. And then I come to this, the origin of tuk-tuk. Okay, so in around I think it's 1965, around there or so. I think it's in September, the Daihatsu Midget DK was imported to Thailand. Before this is made by Japan. Japan make these, they're very cool, you know? Like they're legit Thailand homies. Okay. These three-wheel mini truck came in like, they gave the blueprint, they gave many of these vehicles to us. These like small size, the small size is really good, it's versatile, and it just allows so many easy ways to make this like unique. Like for example, the modification, and also there is the soon seated, is the seats, the roof were added to make this thing have like more personality, you know? Like for yeah, traffic jam. There's a lot of traffic jams here, right? So because of these tuk-tuk, they're very small, so they can just go through the crowd. They can just go through the traffic jam, like in between, because yeah, it's perfect. Now, because of the engine itself, there are sounds. Everything have a sounds, right? The car have their own honk. So basically, what is this? The tuk-tuk got a distinct sound from the engine, as I told you. Distinct tuk-tuk noise. The foreigners coined these as the name of it. Before, it was just, you know, let me show you real quick. Before, it was literally just called this, Midget DK. Who would like to say that, right? It's not fun to say. That's why they came up with my goat, my absolute goat. Yeah. So that's what they call it, tuk-tuk. And this phenomenon is also the same. There's a lot actually, maybe there's CAC too. There's CACs where, you know, meow. Meow, that's the name of how you call Thailand. That's a Thai way of saying cat, meow. Yeah, and there's also the roosters, where they have like this distinct cock-a-doodle-doo, that as we call say it. Let's go at this kick say. Okay, so now, you might have a question in your mind saying, why is this the symbol of Thainess? Because, you know, it's imported from Japan. Why is this the symbol of Thai? Crazy. Well, basically, think of it like this, okay? It's not us. We did not make this as a symbol. It's more of the tourists. It's like, you seen those buses, those red double-decker buses from Britain? You seen that, right? Tell me. Sir, you seen? Yep. And there's also those yellow cars, right? Those yellow cars in the US, more specifically, the New York City, those yellow taxis, right? It's the same with this. The people want something new. They don't want to use they don't want to sit in a car. They don't want like these windshield or the windows to be covering us. They want to see outside. They want to see how is Thailand, and these are perfect for them. It is versatile. There is nothing to stop them, so they can get picked by a car, and it's just a really immersive travel experience that even a taxi could not provide. Now, let's talk about the customization. I talked about it before already, that because the tuk-tuk is really simple, right? It's simple, so you can customize with it. Like for example, some of them is really vibrant, like on the headlights, on the ceiling, there's gonna be LED lights. There's gonna be LED lights, just everywhere. It's literally everywhere. It's like a DJ in there, because there's also sound. They put in actual radios, they put in speakers inside the tuk-tuk to make it like, wow, cool, there's sound here. You can just say it's quirky. Now, since we talked about it, let's talk about its impact on the world. First of all, you know James Bond. Okay, please. Anyone? Do anyone want to tell me who's James Bond? You. Please tell me. That's actually wrong. It's not an actor. It's a character. Yes. So one of the actors is actually called Pierce Brosnan. Okay. So this is actually a commercial ad. It's an ad for a visa. It's a visa. Yes. And this one picture spread like a wildfire. And this is actually one of the more recent one, telling us why. I mean, like it exists. Like it's telling many Westerners that tuk-tuk exists. And then is the second one in the original James Bond movie, Octopussy, in 1983, where Roger Morse rides the tuk-tuk in a really high-speed chase. And the third one is actually our own movie in Thailand. It's called Ong Bak, starting with Tony Jaa, where they basically have two high-speed chasing tuk-tuk and they ram into each other. You should. I recommend you watching it. It's really cool, even though it's old. And the fourth one is it's actually in a photo shoot. It's like you know those magazines, like those magazines with the model as a like the cover of it. This is the same, just that it's a Thai version of it, which is on February 2019, and it's called Angel City. And there's also this. You heard of Miss Universe? Actually, for 2015, the Thai version of it, put in a costume that is actually a tuk-tuk. And also there's the pros. There's a pro, and there's also a con, because nothing is perfect, yeah? The tuk-tuk are iconic and is instantly associated with like Thailand, which is pretty cool. And then they're also compact, as we have told you, yeah? And they're also affordable. There are unique, they bring you to many places for you. And it just adapts to the crowd really easily. Conclusion, we don't need to talk about that. I'm very good at this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think it was a very nice introduction of tuk-tuk. I took my first tuk-tuk ride in Cambodia.
Really?
I never knew what it was, but I never knew all this history behind it. You have to be careful with the time. But you still managed well. It was quite interesting. I liked it, even though you ran out of time. Nice presentation, I would say. I'm glad that a lot of you guys are using Canva, because it's something new. A lot of people still don't know about it, so well done as well for the young lady before you. So thank you. So just be mindful of the time.
I kind of went off.
Yeah, that's true. It's okay.
My
Again,
bad,
that's
my
why
bad.
sometimes you practice, but it was still engaging, so I like that. So sometimes you can do it. The only disadvantage is if this is one of the criterias for your score, then you will be penalized. So some of you talked about IELTS, right? English class.
Yeah.
So if you have a nice letter but you don't manage to finish it in time, you will lose points because you didn't finish it.
Yep.
So again, luckily for you, we don't really have the time limit for there, but it's still going to come under the mastery, right? But again, well done, good job.
Thank you.